Hey ladies, it is I, Keisha Ellison. No, I'm just kidding. Hey y'all, welcome if you are new. Today I'm just gonna be showing you guys what I picked up this week from the grocery store, some meal prep. If y'all hear somebody in the background, that's just the cleaning lady cleaning up. Ignore it. But I'm just gonna show you guys what I picked up this week from the grocery store to cook, just to lose weight, stay healthy. Y'all remember my August reset video? It's been a little bit over a month and I'm 8 pounds down. I'm losing weight slowly, but I'm focusing more on fat burning and not just losing all my muscle just to be smaller. Okay, so I'm not really a breakfast person, so I usually just have like a smoothie in the morning time and that'll hold me until lunchtime. I've been drinking the lemon ginger spinach smoothie from Smoothie King for the past 2 weeks every single day. So I figured instead of spending $10 every single day on a smoothie, I might as well get the ingredients and make them at home myself and save some money. So I picked up all the ingredients that they normally use. I have a 5-pound bag of strawberry. I have some mangoes and some pineapples, 1 pound bag of each. And then I also got some carrots. I just got one little small bag of 1 pound because I don't really like carrots like that. Well, I think it's like a 12 ounce. I don't really like carrots, but I noticed they put some up in there, so I just put a few of them up in there just so it can still give me the same taste, but not overbearing. And then I picked up some kale. I picked up 3 bags of kale just because it's so much fruit and I want to balance it out with as much vegetables as possible. So I put a good bit of kale up in there. I also have some chopped spinach that I put up in there. I really like spinach. It's tasteless and it's healthy for you, so I try to use as much of that as possible just to keep the smoothie as healthy as possible. And for the ginger, I have some frozen little pockets of it, and then I also have some fresh ginger because I do like a strong ginger taste, but I noticed that they use it frozen and I want to make it as close to theirs as possible, so I picked up some frozen one as well. So they have strawberries, pineapples, and mangoes up in there. And then they have spinach, kale, ginger, and carrots in there. They also have lemons. And I just picked up a couple lemons. I have more in the refrigerator, but I just squeeze a little bit up in there because I don't like a strong lemon taste. I just like just a little, pinch of it. So I picked up some lemons. I also picked up some fresh spinach because I figured if I'm gonna make a smoothie, I might as well add some fresh spinach in there as well. And this entire bag is less than 100 calories, so I figured why not just pick up as much of that as possible. And I also like to use that for my salads too, so I picked up a lot of spinach because I pretty much run through that. I also picked up some apples because I noticed that Smoothie King have some kind of white apple juice that they use, white lemon apple or whatever that juice they use in it. But I don't have any of that because I'm trying to stay as healthy as possible and avoid juice. So I just went ahead and picked up some apples, and what I'm gonna do is just juice these inside of the self-cleaning juicer that I showed you guys in my August reset. And the juice that comes from the apples, I'm going to use that instead of water. That way it's giving me some sweetness because Smoothie King uses strawberries with sugar on it and I just have the regular strawberries. So instead of using water, I'm just going to use the juice to keep the sweetness in it. I'm trying to make it as close to Smoothie King as possible. That way I'll crave it at home and not want to go run to Smoothie King and spend so much money every day. So that's pretty much all I do in the morning for breakfast time. If you are breakfast time, then you can incorporate egg white or just some oatmeal with no sugar in it. Just fun things like that. But for me, a smoothie is just all I need. And for lunchtime, I'll be nice and hungry and ready to eat more food. Okay, so my favorite meal to eat for lunchtime is just some tacos. So I'll chop up some chicken and saute it in a frying pan, and then I'll add some coleslaw, and then some sauce, some verde mild sauce, and then some guacamole salsa. I like those two sauces with it mixed together. And then for the flatbread, I'll use this light Italian herbs. This has 60 calories each in it, so I'll have 2 of these, which is only 120 calories, and then I'll make tacos. This bread is pretty good. It doesn't really have a taste. Unless you're like a bakery or a chef and you just know your bread, I think you'll be fine with anything because the chicken is gonna have some, some seasoning on it. And then these 2 sauces are gonna be really saucy, so you won't even be able to taste the bread. So I figured if I'm gonna, basically be tasting the chicken and the sauce anyway, I might as well get a bread that's really healthy. So I recommend just getting some cheap flat bread that's healthy for you. It's just bread, you'll be fine. And it works for me, so I guess that's one of the things that I can compromise on. But do what works for you when it comes to bread. But I like this bread because it's healthy, 60 calories, and I barely can taste it anyway. So that's one of my meals. And then I got another chicken breast. I like to get them separately because I like to use this one time and then the next day I'll open up a new one and use it. That way nothing is just sitting in a refrigerator, just, you know, open. Next I have another skinless, boneless chicken breast. These are more of the tenders because I chop them up anyway, but this one is more whole, but still thin and filleted because I like to put them in the oven and just, you know, put some seasoning, some vegetables and stuff around it, give it some flavor, and then I'll just have it with some brown rice. I like the little containers of brown rice because it's easier for me to measure it out because I know how much, you know, this little small container is, and that's 220 calories for 1 cup. So I just feel like this keeps me, you know, in calorie counting without actually having to calorie count. So I like this. And if I don't have time, I mean, if I do have like a giant bag, then I'll just use a cup. But I find that these are easier because you can just take them and go. Put them in the microwave for 1 minute. Well, I usually do 1.5 minutes because I like soft rice. But I'll have some, you know, some chicken, some rice, and then of course some broccoli for lunch. So that's another meal I like to do. And I also, if I don't really feel like eating, because I do have days where I just don't have an appetite, I'll just basically grab some soup and some broccoli and then just call it a day and just, you know, wait until snack time. And, you know, have a, like, I usually eat about 4 meals a day. So I'll do a smoothie in the morning, and then for lunchtime around noon, I'll do a big meal. And then I usually eat again around like 4, and then I eat again at like 7, 8-ish. So I technically eat 3 meals and a smoothie a day, but I just try to eat as much protein as possible and meat and little carbs as possible. That way, even though I'm eating more meals a day, I'm not like overeating. So that's pretty much what I do. Another meal I like to do is just some turkey necks. I'll boil these for about an hour and a half, and then I'll put some brown gravy in it and have it with some brown rice. But I think I'm gonna try to use this gumbo mix with this one for the first time. Hoping it turns out good. I'll keep you guys posted and let you know how I like it. But I do want to try this meal. And then I also picked up some salmon just because I really like salmon. I'll just put this in the air fryer, let it get a little crispy, and then I'll have it with some brown rice and broccoli. Brown rice and broccoli is my go-to, but I did pick up some mashed potatoes just so I can like reward myself maybe once a week with some mashed potatoes. That way, you know, I can have some mashed potatoes, some salmon, and then just some broccoli or some sweet corn or some green beans, whichever one I feel like eating. Most of the time it's broccoli, but I did pick this up just so I can just kind of incorporate different kinds of vegetables in my diet and not just be sticking to broccoli all the time. So this is all the chicken. I also picked up another little thing of chicken just because you can never have too much chicken breast when you are losing weight. And then for my salads, I usually have this for a snack time or for my third meal right before dinner, but after lunch, I'll just have like a salad. So I picked up the 50-50 baby spinach and spring mix. And then I also have more spinach that I use for my salads. And then another bag of spinach. So you can never have too much salad because I run through it, and I like a lot of salad, and I usually just put some nuts in there. You know, whatever, some nuts, some, what else? Salad dressing, of course. And I like to put bacon up in there. So I got a lot of bacon just because sometime in the morning time, I'll fry some of these up and then just eat it with my smoothie. But then other times I like to chop them up and put them inside of my salad. And I run through bacon anywhere on sale for $2.50 at Walmart instead of $4. So I picked up a bunch of bacon. I love, love, love bacon. And it's turkey bacon, so they're only 30 calories. So if I'll have like maybe 3 in the morning, that's 90 calories, and then I'll have maybe 2 and chop them up and put them in my salad. So that's another 60. So still in low, you know, low calorie count. So really like the bacon. Then I also picked up some beets because I've been drinking beets juice lately. So winter time is right around the corner, and I, you know, have a kind of light, borderline low iron. So I just want to get my blood count up. So I like to drink some beets juice casually throughout the day. I picked up some tea because sometimes I like to have tea late at night before I go to sleep. I feel like it just calms my mind. So love some detox tea, and that way when I wake up in the morning after my workout, I go to the bathroom, so I stay regular. TMI, I know, but anyway. And of course, this is a seasoning pack that I like to use for my tacos. Then I also picked up a thing of pico de gallo, and I like the hot kind. This is from Walmart. It was like $2 and some change. I'm hoping it tastes just like the H-E-B kind because H-E-B have a little small container of it, and that's $2.98. So if this is this big and it tastes the same, this is going to be a hidden gem of mine. But I like to use this for the tacos as well. And sometimes I like to pour it in my salad, pretty much anything. I like pico de gallo. It's nothing but vegetables chopped up, and I love onion, so love that. And I picked up some more nuts just so I can sprinkle them in my salad. Healthy fats. So yeah, that is pretty much my grocery list. I'm gonna be eating this all week, and then I'm gonna switch it up next week. I try to switch up my meals, that way I don't start to deprive myself from the foods that I do love, and I also don't get tired of the food that I'm eating. So every single week I switch it up differently. If you guys would like to see some actual meals of me putting it together and showing you how I make these things, then make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss that video. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.